Hello and welcome to Artist Spotlight, the show where some of Riff-Off's most popular and memorable citizens give the celebrity treatment. I am your host, Slick Kicks, and we hope you are having a spectacular day so far, and we thank you for paying a visit to our studio. Through the course of today's show, you'll be listening to our special guests give the story of their life, answering questions about whatever they like, do, or think, and we hope you all enjoy it. Are you all ready? Today's guest is quite the comic, I will say. He's always ready to crack a joke, whether you're ready or not. Most of all, though, he's just a talented human being that we all wish to get to spend more time with. Please welcome to the show, Aleckazam. Alec, nice to have you on the show this month.
It is an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me up here, Slick.
Not a problem. And when we're recording this, guys, it's still in October, but when you're seeing this, of course, it'll be in November. So for those who are listening when it comes out, we hope we had a spectacular Halloween season. Hope you guys did lots and lots of trick-or-treating, lots of scaring, lots of candy eating, all of that sort. So how are you today, Alec?
I am doing fantastic. I just got finished folding laundry, and I am here ready to entertain everybody present.
Very true. Yes. All right. We'll be getting to your first song in just a minute, guys. But we're going to ask you real quick, just your first question. It's very simple. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. What are some of your hobbies? Do you work? If so, what do you work as? Things like that. Just introduce yourself to everyone in the audience for those who may not know who Aleckazam is.
Yeah, absolutely. So like Slick said, my name is Aleckazam, but I go by Alec. That is my name. I am a theater graduate. I also worked as a journalist. I'm writing out my 2 weeks right now, but I did work as a journalist. I am very versatile in terms of acting, singing, sometimes cracking a joke here and there, and just just absolutely. Like Slick said, a talented human being. Jack of all trades, basically.
Jack of all trades. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Right. So yeah, I got my start out in theater. I'm not a professional by any means, but when I get up on Riff-Off and interact with the community, I basically sound like a professional, even though I'm not.
I would say that, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. I think that's the long and short of it, unless you want more.
No, I think that's good enough. It gets us a little bit of information so that we can craft the interview together for you. In case you don't know, ladies and gentlemen that are listening on the YouTube channel, by the way, please subscribe and click the bell if you know what I mean. Alec's going to have 3 songs, a 3-song set list over the course of today's show, and I need to ask you now, what is your first one? Because you're going to kick the show off with your first song.
Well, you know me. I typically don't like to telegraph televise what song
You're
I
gonna
like
pull
to
that
do.
trick on us?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But do you want me to say it, or do you want me to?
I would actually like you to. You don't have to, but it would probably be encouraged. Either say it now or say it when you're done, whichever.
Gotcha. Well, this is a piece by Tony Bennett. It's been adapted and covered for many years by a lot of jazz artists or big band jazz artists, which is the genre that I like to sing. That is big swing jazz. And it is Fly Me to the Moon, as recorded by Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's present Aleckazam to the song. Let's hear what he has to perform for us. Take it away, Alec.
Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to crank up reverb here real quick, and okay, let's go. Poets often use many words to say a simple thing. It takes thought and time and rhyme to make a poem sing. With music and words I've been playing. For you I have written a song. Be sure that you know what I'm saying. I'll translate as I go along. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. And that's it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one and only Aleckazam. Boy, oh boy. And just remind us, in case anyone's joining a little bit late, what that song was and who it was by.
That was "Fly Me to the Moon," as organized by Tony Bennett, who is a phenomenal singer and a great friend to Frank Sinatra.
Yes, I would think it, because Frank Sinatra was the original writer of that song, yes, or the original singer.
Maybe that's up for debate, but I don't know.
Debate, okay. Well, maybe we can have that. Maybe you can have that debate a little bit sometime.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go and get to your first set of questions, but before we do, I want to remind the audience in the stage that we will be having audience questions later on. So please be thinking of questions to ask Alec. If for some reason I ask it, you can ask anyway, but just alter it a little bit, keep it variety, but just think of some really good questions to give Alec after their second song later. All right, so you talked about you starting out in theater, of course. First thing I'm going to ask you is, how many theater shows have you done? What is your? I'm gonna stop there. Not continuing there. How many theater shows have you done?
Oh my goodness, that is a really good question, but it's also a very Broad question because I've been doing theater since I was literally 8 years old. I'm 25, going on 26
Oh my
now.
gosh.
So I have a lot of shows underneath my belt, and if I had to discuss every single one, I would be here literally all day talking with this
I
about you.
know.
And
Well,
we are on a time crunch here, so I will
yes,
try
we
to
are. We have
condense
about a
it down.
45-minute show or less.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I will ask you, you've done a lot, obviously. We can see that. Do you have a favorite that you have performed in?
I think my personal favorite was when I was casted as King Charlemagne or King Charles in the Broadway production of Pippin. Well, it wasn't Broadway, but it
Pippin.
was a high school theater. It was my senior
It
show.
was fake
Um,
Broadway.
yeah, fake Broadway, let's call it that. And that was basically my part. I was a leader of a nation. I sent my troops into battle, and later on in the play, my son kills me. And then I come
Oh
back later.
gosh.
So,
Goodness.
no,
Spoiler alert, it's too late.
yeah, it's too late for that. I'm sorry for anyone who
No,
hasn't
I'm
seen that
teasing you. It's
show.
okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a lot of theater kids are listening right now and they already know the story and you haven't spoiled it one bit.
Could I mention one favorite part that I did in that
Of
show?
course, yeah. Of course.
So, one of the songs, which is my song, is called War is a Science, and I am basically hyping up my troops into going into battle. The next number, it was originally going to be where I was going to actually like sing and do choreography in that. But since it was my senior year in high school and I was very lazy at the time,
Oh
I
goodness.
talked it out with my director and I asked her, hey, I don't think a king would willingly go into battle with his troops. Can I not do choreography in the next number? And she said yes. So I didn't have to.
Did you ever regret not doing that?
I don't regret it one bit because it was me using a loophole into getting out of it, and it was a genius one.
See, guys, he's smart. He's got a brain. He's like the scarecrow after the Wizard of Oz gets him his brain. I don't know. That was so bad. I'm so sorry.
It was
All
so
right.
bad that it was good.
It's so bad that it was good. See, hey, I'm a fan of the movie. I'm a fan of
Me too.
Wicked, and I'm a fan of the Wizard of Oz. Those who know me can can justify that, or that they can tell you. All right. Now we asked you what your favorite was. Do you have a least favorite show that you've been in?
Oh, I can't. Oh, that is also a
If the answer
incredibly
is
hard
no,
question.
then I will not deny that.
I don't have a super dislike. I mean, uh, yeah, I don't really have a dislike. There were some shows that I kind of dreaded it halfway through, but then as we kept going right along, I kind of learned to be at peace with each show that I
Oh.
did. So it's like, I don't know.
Let me mix it up a little bit. Since you don't have a least favorite, do you have one that was your most challenging to do?
I think the most challenging show I had to do is I had to do a puppetry show. It
Oh,
was for
dear goodness.
it was for children's theater. And we don't use mics in our theater. We haven't used mics in the college theater that I went to. So I had to literally like yell and scream and project behind a giant wooden house as I'm holding up a puppet through a window. And in an audience of like 200 like grade school children, that is incredibly hard to do
I
because you
can
have to
somewhat imagine.
project over a sea of children that behave like a herd of house cats. So,
No, I know what you're
yeah,
saying. I mean, at least I think I know what you're saying.
yeah,
Basically, they're crazy. You have to be crazier.
yes.
Yeah, I can kind of relate to that a little bit in terms of the mic situation because the best we got in my school was we had a couple mics at the edge of the stage. Now we didn't have an auditorium, we had a cafetorium. We had a stage in our cafeteria. Yes, we didn't
Oh,
have an auditorium. Which is kind of rough. Um, and we didn't have the budget for a lot of mics. So we just put a couple mics in the front, and you'd have to be up close to the edge of the stage to really be into them. Which means you did have to project a lot. Yeah.
oh yeah.
So I do know how that feels.
All right.
All right. Now I think that's enough questions about your theater days for the moment. I want to talk a little bit about what it was like being a journalist on your part.
Sure, absolutely. So I got a call as I was scraping the underside of library tables of gum. Um, as I was finishing up college to basically come and cover a story in my area. I did that, and then they offered me the job on the spot because I just really knew how to write. And for the past year and 6 months, I have been covering local news in my area and have been a staff writer there at a newspaper, a dying one, but it was still like a really good gig for a while. And I've been to county fairs. I've interviewed politicians. I've done all of that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I've taken a lot of photos. I've had to do a lot of like, it's basically like theater. It's like telling a story. And
Yeah. Yeah. I
if you
can
tell a
imagine.
story, and if you really let it hit home, that kind of brings you an audience. And I've had quite a bit of good community support, not just on like Riff-Off, but like in my real life, I have like a corner of like people who support me. So I think
Mhm.
that's the most valuable thing about what I do is that
Yes.
just having those people in your company.
Now you did say you were going to be leaving that. Yes.
Yes.
You did
So
say that earlier, right? Okay. Just making sure.
like
For a
theater,
moment, the blank of silence. I was a little worried.
right? So like theater, and like acting, it's not a steady work. I mean, the work is steady, but the pay is not steady. You
Yes.
don't know what your paycheck is going to look like. So
It's
I'm moving.
uncertain.
Yeah, it's uncertain. Exactly. So I'm moving on to something more stable in the meantime to kind of keep a roof over my head and like pay the bills, but also give me the opportunity to just focus on my hobbies for a while.
Hmm.
Because when you make your job, or sorry, when you make your hobby your job and you stop enjoying it, it is time to find something else. And
Right.
maybe when you fall in love with it again, you can get back into it, basically.
Yes. All right. You say you were talking about, of course, you're wanting to focus on your hobbies, give it a little time right now. But I will ask you, you actually did lead into a little bit of my next question for you, which is, do you have a plan for your next work life? Like, what do you think you would like to do next? And do you have an idea
Well,
of when that might be happening?
that's a while from now, but I hope when I build this curriculum, I will become a high school theater educator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. I can only is that really does that seem as cool as it is? Is it as cool as it seems? Or well, you wouldn't know, but
I
do you
think
think
it's more of a humble profession, but some people may actually consider that cool.
you say
So
humble? Why do you say it's humble? Describe what you mean by that.
So the thing is, it's gonna be like a supplemental contract. So I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
that's. Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna be working there full time. I actually don't know
Oh,
what the
okay.
hours are gonna look
Yeah.
like. But if it builds to a full time, and as the as I start to build my craft of being an educator, that leads into more interesting stuff. And you never know what phone call or what like email you're going to get that's going to be like, "Hey, we've seen your stuff. We want you to do this." And that applies to literally everything. So, I consider it a stepping stone as opposed to a this is my big pipe dream because
Right.
I don't want to get my hopes up, you know what I mean? But I also want to remain optimistic.
Of
So,
course. All right. I'm going to jump back into your theater and work and everything in just a little bit, but I do want to actually touch up on a very brief time that you had here in Riff Off. For just a little while, you were one of our Riff hosts. Tell us about your experience being one of those.
oh, I love being a riff host. Like just being up there and like encouraging folks to really express themselves and belt out those chords and stuff like that, and learning like the how things like operate here in terms of like events and stuff go. It was pretty valuable. It's just I didn't have enough time to do it, so
Yes.
I had to step away for a
See,
little
I was
bit.
actually going to ask you for the sake of the audience at home why you stopped, but you just gave that answer. So
Yeah.
You were one step ahead of me, or as Aladdin once said, one jump ahead.
Ahead of the bread line.
Okay, I just had to make that little reference there. All right. So let me think. Oh, I was trying to remember what the next question I was going to have is because I don't actually have this one jotted down, but I did have one in my mind that I wanted to ask you, and it's here. Let's say we'll take acting and directing and producing out of the mix. Besides any of those three things, is there anything committee-wise in the theater world, such as costume, set, anything that you would like to do if you haven't already done it, or if you have done any of those, what else have you done?
Well, I've assistant directed. I have soundboard experience, kinda, sorta. A little bit of lighting experience because I did have to take a couple classes on that.
Okay.
But as you, since since we were taking a lot of things out, well, some of the things that I would like to try are maybe costume designing because I've that is
Okay.
something I've never like delved into, and I like if
Yeah.
I try it, it'll maybe build my confidence into it
Right.
because at the moment I'm scared of sewing. I don't want to hurt my fingers. So like putting together like a costume, like sewing it up together and stuff like
Yeah.
that, or and like designing it and everything. That's like a whole process, and it takes like several weeks to get those things done.
Yeah.
But if presented the opportunity, I would not turn it down. I kind of want to see where it leads.
Yes. I've always wondered what it would be like to be a costume designer. I feel like I probably think that as far as the actual like planning out with, okay, this is what it's going to look like, not necessarily putting it together, but just figuring out what it was going to look like. I always wondered how that would play out. Does seem like it would be pretty interesting because it
Yeah,
delves into your creative side, you know?
right, but you also have to make sure it kind of like suits with the actor. Like
True.
sometimes the actor will offer input, and I will just go, "Well, the director said this, so I don't know if you're going to get that, but we'll try and make it work."
See, it's
Um,
a team thing, yes,
right.
but I do say that the actor is part of the team, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, it's like to quote The Incredibles, it's like an enormous clock. It only works if all the little cogs mesh together. So,
Who said that? I feel like I know that. Who was that?
it was the insurance guy.
See, I barely remember that. It has been ages since I saw that movie, other than like the dinner scene. You remember that dinner scene where they're like,
Yeah, yeah,
where of course Elastigirl's trying to what's her name? Helen
yeah,
Parr, I
Helen.
think. Helen Parr, and she's trying to get the two kids to calm down, and then Bob's just in his office, or not the office, wherever he was. I never did catch on to what room that was. Been a
I think
while.
he was watching his iPad or something.
Okay, cool. He was reading the newspaper, and all of a sudden he just hears, "Bob, it's time to." That is quite a big memory. But let's not derail it a little bit more. Last question I have before your second song is: do you have any other hobbies besides what you have listed? Like, do you play any musical instruments, anything like that?
Well, I do play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my gosh,
I am a forever DM. I
what is it
genuinely
like
like
doing that?
DMing.
By the way, is it as fun as it seems?
It is. You just kind of like set the scene, and you kind of like control a bunch of like non-playable characters and stuff like that, and just like basically build like the world and bind it by the rules that are given to you.
Is it
And
challenging being a DM?
it's challenging, but I genuinely do not have any problems with it.
Yes.
And it's like working to get it's as we mentioned before, it's working together with your team, it's working together with all the players and stuff like that. It is another aspect of theater,
See,
in a
ladies
way.
and gentlemen, the theme of today is all about teamwork.
Yeah.
we're just building like a whole lecture for everybody in the form of an interview.
We are.
Um, Let me think. I have actually been in one session, a good while back, a fair while back. I believe it was sometime last year. And it was I was an NPC, and I barely remember my character. It was just like it was short lived. I don't it was, but it was fun. It was fun for the most part. I just had to kind of piece together what I was supposed to be doing. You think as an actor myself that I would know what I'm doing, but sometimes even the experienced are inexperienced, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Let me think. I think that's all of the questions that we're going to have for the first half. So I'm going to ask you now to tell us about your second song, please.
Well, it is funny you mentioned Wicked earlier
No, there's
because
no way. There's no
the
way.
singer of this song is in
Okay.
Wicked as
Damon
Galinda,
Menzel.
and I will be performing from her album Eternal Sunshine. It is Ariana
Oh my gosh, you're
Grande's
talking
The
about the movie. I was
Boy.
thinking in the musical. Oh my gosh, I
No,
know who you're talking.
yep. It is Ariana Grande, The Boy Is Mine.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard the song, but I know the album. I've heard of it. I haven't listened to it. Guys, don't be me. Go listen to Ari's album.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Alec, I'm going to let you get started. The stage is yours whenever you're ready. Good luck.
Alrighty. Let's crank on the reverb again and let's crank on the instrumental and let's go. How can it be you and me? Might be meant to be, can't unsee it. But I don't wanna cause no scene. I'm usually so unproblematic, so independent. Tell me why. 'Cause the boy is mine. Something about him is made for somebody like me. Baby, come over, and God knows I'm trying, but there's just no use in denying. The boy is mine. I can't wait to try him. Well, let's get intertwined. The stars, they align. The boy is mine. Watch me take my time. I can't believe my mind. The boy is divine. Please know this ain't what I planned for. Probably wouldn't bet a dime on my life. There's gotta be a reason why my girls, they always come through in a sticky situation. Say it's fine. Happens all the time. Something about him is made for somebody like me. Baby, come over, and God knows I'm trying, but there's just no use in denying. The boy is mine. I can't wait to try him. Well, let's get intertwined. The stars, they align. The boy is mine. Watch me take my time. I can't believe my mind. The boy is divine. And I know it's simply meant to be, and I take full accountability for all these tears. Promise you I'm not usually like this. It's like news to me, but I can't ignore my heart, mine. I can't wait to try him. Hey, let's get intertwined. The boy is mine. Watch me take my time. I can't believe my mind. The boy is divine, is mine. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Aleckazam. Alec, that was amazing. I've never heard that song, but I think you did Ariana Grande justice.
Thank you. Sorry, I blacked out for like 2 minutes.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, Alec, are you enjoying this so far? Let me ask you that.
I absolutely, yeah. I'm having a great time. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I think you are about to enjoy it a little bit more, actually, because it is time for the audience questions segment. Before we do that, though, that sound means we're actually going to have a tiny advertisement break. We're going to have an ad break in today's because I have a feeling the show is going to be a little bit shorter. So I'm actually going to play, let's just pick one of these. I think this one will be really good. Let's try this one. Here we go. We'll be right back with more of Artist Spotlight right after the break, ladies and gentlemen.
A battle of epic tales and melodies.
I will get that 2000 XP and 250 Rift coins.
One of ancestral rivalries.
No, you won't. It'll be mine, along with the Blitz Battle leaderboard point.
Whether it be through the musical tale of Homer's Odyssey.
I am the infamous Odysseus!
Or one of animated fantasy and magic.
Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice.
Even just melodic Broadway stories.
So. Do you like to match kids with someone in your love? Sing your song, you'll find
Belt your most heroic hearts out, romantic classics, or indulge in your villainous fantasies. Battle in the theater. Only in Riff-Off.
Welcome back, everybody, to Artist Spotlight. If you're joining us possibly on the premiere when this releases, and you're joining us a little bit late, my name is Aleckazam, and our guest today is Aleckazam. He's been answering questions about his journalist work life, as well as when he got his starts in theater and some of the performances that he has done and what that was like being in those. And also, he was a riff host for a little while in this server and told us a little bit about that. Alec, hope you're enjoying this so far. It's time to go on to audience questions. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. There aren't a whole lot of them in the chat, so I may be filling in a little bit because we can't have too many of the same people. I will actually be bringing people up. I should have mentioned that. I'm going to be bringing you up if you want to. Noah has a question at first. Noah, do you want to come up and ask it? You can do it yourself. Or do you just want to say it in? Okay, can't. So I'll just say it for you. Name some concerts you've been to and some artists you'd love to watch live.
Okay, so a concert that I've gone to is it was in Detroit with a group of friends of mine. We went to a Death Grips concert, and Death Grips, for those who do not know, they are they're an experimental hip hop band formed in 2010 in Sacramento, California, and the lead. I would say rapper and singer would be MC. I think it's MC. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
MC Ride. MC Ride. Yep.
There we go.
And it was in Detroit, Michigan, right next to an NFL stadium. It was a great time. There was a mosh pit below. I was in a balcony watching it. And the floor was rumbling like underneath me, and it was like a very wild like concert of just a guy screaming at us like for like an hour and a half basically. Some people that I like to watch live, I want to go to an Ariana Grande concert. The problem
why
is,
am I not surprised?
Yeah. The problem is she scheduled her tour in places that I do not live. So if I want to go there, I have to travel, and I am too broke for that.
Go do it. Go do it. You deserve it. Go do it when you can, I suppose. All right, we're gonna go to the next question. Let me scroll up a little bit here. So we have one from Cody. I'm gonna snippet of it because half of it's been answered. What we are going to take out of it is what made you want to do theater? What got you started in it? I'll add that part.
I always loved at a young age to mimic. Like changing my voice constantly, or just turning into a literal Muppet as a young age. Like I would literally do this like all the time. Just start imitating Kermit the Frog, like all the way up to high school and now after college, or even now like after college and after my job, I just turned into a Muppet.
You see this guy, everybody? He is a joy and then some. By the way, it's Kermit the Frog, not Kermit the Frog. Just saying.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog, not easy being green. All right. I actually want to add on to that. Do you have a favorite impression?
Zoinks!
I'm gonna be Scooby. Just say something to Scooby. I'll be Scooby.
Like, Slick, we got all these questions, man.
I tried. All right. That was good. You got a lot of talent about you. I think we really appreciate it. Don't we, everybody? Let them know in the chat. What other pop artists do you like listening to? Says Noah. I have a feeling it's a really similar answer to the last one that you got from him, but in case it isn't.
Ooh, let's go down the list. Sabrina Carpenter, The Weeknd. Who else? That's a lot.
I'm kidding.
Sabrina Carpenter, The Weeknd. I also like listening to. Listening to Bruno Mars.
Oh my gosh,
Rihanna. Sometimes Lady Gaga. Sometimes Justin Timberlake. Sometimes Prince. Sometimes Demi Lovato. Sometimes
he's got that taste.
Sometimes Doja Cat, Hosier, Kesha.
Do you have any that you don't like listening?
Do I have any that I do? Oh, probably. Oh my goodness. One of my least favorite artists.
If they're listening, watch out.
I'm gonna really make these people mad. Taylor Swift.
Oh no, I don't. I don't know much about her, to be honest with you.
All I know is that
surprised.
she rigged the Super Bowl and the 49ers lost to the Chiefs that year, and that's why I do not. I hold such a resentment to Taylor Swift for that reason. It's a joke, but
okay, it's like one of those playful.
Yeah, it's a playful thing. I don't genuinely dislike Taylor Swift. I just don't listen to her music.
It's like a competitive nature, right?
Yeah, it's a competitive thing.
All right, let's see. Well, I'm sure we've got some more, right? Let me see. Check. We've got that one. Check. Okay, if I'm skipping over some questions in the chat, by the way, guys, I do apologize. I'm doing the best I can. Favorite Ariana album, says Noah. That's a good one.
Eternal Sunshine is too recent, so I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say Positions.
Okay, why?
Positions is because it's a it's kind of like getting into positivity and also sometimes healing. I think one of the songs in there that I really like is Off the Table. Because and The Weeknd also features in that because it's like the song is about hey, I messed up, but will you still be there for me or something like that.
Yeah. All right. We've only got time for maybe a couple more, so you know what? There's 3 left on the list currently, so I'm going to do those 3, and then that'll be the end of it. So all of these are from Noah. Noah's full of questions today. What's a hidden talent that you have?
Rolling dice.
Yes?
No, wait. No. Actually, throwing darts. Like
Throwing darts sounds more likely than rolling dice. What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just really good with like not missing my mark.
Are you with the dice?
I'm lucky with the dice. Not only that, but with darts, I hit a bullseye every time.
I don't feel like I want to hear you say like I'm good with the dice. I'm lucky with the dice in a New York accent.
I'm lucky with the dice.
I love it. I knew that would sound good.
But with darts, I do not miss. Like it's a bullseye every time.
All right. Noah also asked, do you see yourself doing voice acting specifically if given the chance?
If given the chance, probably yes. Okay. I like being behind the microphone. I like being
so much fun, isn't it?
Yeah, and like that's a remote job. You can work in the comfort of your own home. You can stroke a cat while you're recording lines.
Multitasking,
basically.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, this will be the last question, and then we're going to get to your final song. What's a role that you would love to play in a Broadway show? I'm actually going to modify that slightly. What is your dream role?
Oh, I think probably King George III in
Oh,
Hamilton.
yes. Come on, give me like a little bit of You'll Be Back.
That's actually going to be my third song.
No way! There's no way right now that I'm predicting this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we should just go ahead and get right onto it, because that's the last of the audience questions. If you had some and I did not get them, I apologize. You will have chances in other months, but we do need to keep going because we have just hit the 40, we're about to hit the 41-minute mark, I think, so we need to actually move on. Alec, I was going to say, what is your final song, but I think we just figured out what it is, so.
Yeah, we played a little bit of Blue's
Why did you
Clues,
choose
haven't
that
we?
one? I want to know.
Because it allows me to kind of like change my voice and allows me to shift
very
between
funny.
a character and getting. It's also very funny. Yeah, that's
Which you are. You're like
the long and short of it.
You're like dry humor. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, dry wit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you get to it whenever you're ready, Alec. The stage is yours.
Alrighty. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one to complain and when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Da 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 yada. Da 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 yada. Da 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 yada. Da da da. Everybody. Da 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 yada. Da 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 yada. Da 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 da. Da 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 yada.
Let's give it up for King Aleckazam! Crowd goes wild.
Yeah, bow before me. Yep, all that stuff.
All right, unreal. Man, oh man, you are so talented. Alec, I'm going to ask you one final question before we conclude this. I have to ask, of the 3 songs you did today, which one is your favorite?
Oh, well,
In general, by the way, just specifying, just not necessarily by performing or listening. Yeah.
I think I like all of them. I can't.
I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed this interview?
Yes, I absolutely did.
You did. Lovely. You were so funny. You were amazing.
I know.
All right. Alec, are there any final words that you would like to give before we officially dismiss you from the break room?
Absolutely. I would like to thank Slick Kicks and Noah for inviting me up here today to
Not a problem.
inviting me up here to talk about my life and talk about and just kind of really express myself. I think I am I am the first non-staff member to do this. Is that
I
correct?
believe so. I think so. There may have been one other, but I'm going to say you're the first one because I believe you're definitely the first one in the Riff Studios version of Art of Spotlight. So.
Absolutely. And I just want to thank all the community and their support, and I just want to thank my mom and dad for pushing me to do what I do.
Classic.
Yeah. And I want to thank the Academy and all that stuff. And I'm getting up.
Okay. He's milking it now.
All right. Well, thanks again, Slick.
Applauding and going, Alec, Alec. Take your bows. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Aleckazam. You may go back down now. All right, guys, that was unbelievable. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It has been a pleasure having you all with us today. We hope you've enjoyed the interview. Until next time, my name is Slick Kicks, and this has been your visit to the break room. Goodbye.